What's going on, man? Labor Notes with me. I got two special guests with me. What's your name?
My name is Cat Farmar.
And who do you work for?
I work for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and I'm the president of the CFPB union NTEU 335, representing the workers there.
Okay, who are you?
My name is Gabriel Hopkins. I also work at CFPB, and I'm the treasurer of NTEU 335.
Okay, so what brings you guys to Labor Notes?
We're here first off because one of our members organized us to be here, but we're also here because Labor Notes, is an organization that gives us, has educated our union and our members about how to organize to win through their books and also their training. And in fact, last year when we were in an existential fight for the CFPB's existence and also all of our jobs under the Trump administration trying to shut us down, it was Labor Notes that offered, their staff to come and give us free training to our members. They helped us streamline our strategy in a time when, we were overwhelmed. And we had a very good problem, which was we had a ton of members that wanted to contribute to the organizing fight. And we needed, more members than we could even bring in. Because of the urgency of the fight. And so Labor Notes was there to help train us. And so we've just benefited so much from that community, and we wanted to come and meet all these other workers that are also part of the troublemakers wing of the labor movement and learn from their fights too.
Okay, and so what is the Consumer Protection Bureau? What is that?
Well, the way I like to answer that question is this. If you have a bank account or a credit card, if you've ever taken out any kind of personal loan, a student loan, a car loan, a mortgage, it's our job to look out for you. We are a federal government agency, and we regulate the financial products and services that you use in your everyday life. Now, it's our job to make sure that you don't get cheated when you're using those things, and if something bad happens, that you get your money back or you get treated right. It's our job to make sure that the companies are following the rules of the road, and if there needs to be new rules of the road, that those get put into place. So that's what we do.
Now, you think that would be common sense. Now, why do you think something like that would be under attack right now?
You want to say something about that?
I mean, look who's in charge right now. It's the billionaires and their politicians. So obviously, there is a wealth of money to be made by exploiting everyday working people and taking advantage of our reliance on these services to skim a little off the top, charge us fraudulent charges. One of the big cases that we did years ago was Wells Fargo was having their workers scam their customers by opening up fraudulent accounts in their name, and then they were taking money from them. And so these practices happen not exactly that form, but happen in one form or another really commonly in these industries. And if there wasn't a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau fighting to stop them, protect you from them, people would just be getting ripped off without any recourse, and these companies would be making more money off of us than they already do. And so, of course, there is money to be made by getting us out of the way of that. That said, we haven't been doing the full extent of consumer protection since February of 2025, when the Trump administration first tried to shut down the agency and fire us all. So far, our union has fought to stop that. We have a lawsuit stopping them from doing that. So far, that's succeeded, and we're still here and we're still fighting, but we're still not allowed to fully do our job. So we're really just fighting to be able to do our work. But of course, it's billionaires, it's CEOs, it's big banks, it's big tech who make money off of ripping people off, and they're the ones who are fully on board with Trump shutting us down, and really are just, will benefit if that happens.
Okay, so we all know that DOGE and Elon Musk came in like gangbusters. What was it like having DOGE in your guys' workplace?
The morning that they walked in, I was tabling in the lobby of our building, and I asked them if they were union members and if they wanted to join. I knew who they were, but I thought I'd at least give them a little something to remember me by. But it was extremely unpleasant. A lot of people were very scared that first day, and we were concerned not only for ourselves, but also we were very concerned for the mission of the agency. We were concerned about the sensitive personal information that we have in our possession through the course of our work, the information of everyday people, and also, frankly, of the companies that we regulate are in our possession. And as far as we know, these uncredentialed, untrained, folks were coming in and get access to all of that data, which we considered, an extremely serious security problem. Certainly, it would have been contrary to all of the training that we received as actual employees in the way we have to handle sensitive information that we receive, from companies and from regular people. So it was extremely concerning, not just for us, but also for everything that we do and everything really that good government is supposed to stand for. It was scary, but it also made us really angry. And we used both of those emotions as a way to then move into action and fight back against it.
And how can the people watching this help you guys in your guys' fight to stay relevant and up and running still?
Well, right now, we have been calling Congress daily. So you can call Congress, you're a member of Congress, and tell them to restore CFPB funding. Our funding was cut in the One Big Beautiful bill last summer, and it was cut by 45%. So ever since that happened, the head of our agency has been using that cut to justify increasingly insane attacks and dangerous attacks on the agency's work and trying to shrink the agency and shut us down. So restoring that funding would remove one of his big, basically the only excuse or justification he's been able to come up with in the past year to continue to try to shut us down. And it would basically cut that off for him. So we really encourage people, keep calling members of Congress and talk about if you've ever made a consumer complaint, if you've ever heard of CFPB, talk about why it matters to you, and also use our services. So you probably have had a problem with a bank, a loan, or someone who has. Encourage them to call the consumer complaint hotline. At least last I heard, we were still translating into, is it 17 or 21 languages?
Yes.
21 maybe? It's under threat, but use it while it's here, because using these public services that are free for you is vital to being able to show that they're still needed, that they're still essential, so that they can't take them away from you. We also have consumer complaints online on our website. You can file online if you don't want to call. And there's a form you can fill out and use our resources. And actually, it's really important that people know about these resources and use them because, like you said, Gabe, they're still under attack. We just had, this Trump administration just removed tons of, thousands of free resources, materials, educational materials, historical documents, rules and regulation documents, guidance for companies about consumer protection from our website. And that's all public information that's supposed to be in the public domain. It's for the people, and it's being erased in real time. So that's why we just urge people to use these services. They're here for you. And the more that you use them, the harder it is for the Trump administration to take them away and get away with it.
And what are your guys' union social handles?
We are NTEU 335.
And that's on Facebook,
Instagram, Blue Sky. That's mainly it.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a good time at Labor Notes.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Solidarity.